Hey, David.
Yeah, darling.
Go out for a pass.
All right.
Guess what? It's game time. It's time to balance the checkbook.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us on this Money Monday where we answer a viewer's question. Today's question comes from Josh M. And we know Josh and his lovely wife, and they are killing it and they're doing great. But he did have a question. And his question is that when you're balancing your checkbook, and so many things today are automatically drawn out of your account, how do you keep up with that kind of stuff? So today we just want to give you an example of how that we do it. And if you do it differently, please leave a comment, because you may be able to help us or help other people do it a different way or do it a little better or something that works for you guys. So make sure you comment. And also stay tuned, because Heather's got a money saving tip coming up in just a little bit. But today we're going to work through some numbers, and since she writes significantly better than I do, we'll have Heather do the writing for us. But we're going to come in with a starting balance of $500. $500, and we're going to assume that you get paid on the first of the month. So we're going to come in and give us this deposit of where we've gotten paid. And again, you're going to enter your numbers, but for what we're doing, we're going to make it very simple. We're going to call it $1,000. Now, what we do is at the start of the month, we know certain things are coming out, and usually we know about what they are. But the things that you know what that dollar amount is, we're going to go ahead at the beginning of the month and write that down. So for what we're going to do on this, we know, let's say the mortgage comes out on the 5th of the month. Again, notice here there's no check number because it's automatically withdrawn. And that payment is going to be, for what we're doing, we're going to call it $800. Now here's the key to this. It's not come out yet. So we're going to draw a circle right here. Okay, go ahead and do the math on that. So what is going to happen is we have already done this, and we're going to take it out of the account. Go ahead.
Okay.
But we've not checked it off yet. When the 5th rolls around and this pulls out of our account, then we're going to put a check mark in there. But until it comes out, we're just going to leave it alone. We have a couple other examples right here. So the water payment is $40. It's coming out on the 15th of the month. Okay, it's not the 15th yet. We're going to act like it's the 1st. It's not happened yet. So what are we going to do? Again, we've got no check number here. It's automatically withdrawn. But we're going to circle it. Okay? And we're already taking it out of our account. The power bill is coming up. The power bill is $160. It's due on the 27th. Again, no check number. Hadn't happened yet, but we're taking it out. So like the mortgage is going to be set every month. It doesn't change. You may not get this, you may not get the water bill until, you know, like on the 5th of the month. But whenever you get that, you go ahead and register it and take it out. Now, that brings us up to our next point. If you're running close to zero, every paycheck and everything, I want to show you a little trick on how to build in a buffer. All right, so now we want to show you how to build a buffer into your checking account. That way you don't have to worry about going below zero. This is something that we have done, and we have a buffer built into our checking account. Now, the amount of the buffer, you don't really need it to be a whole lot. If you got a calculator or can do some basic math and you keep up with your checkbook, it should be fairly simple, but life does happen and things happen. So I like to have just it's a very small buffer built into our checking account. Here's how that you need to do that. So if you get paid on 8/1 and you've got your paycheck, let's say it's $1,000, here's what I want you to do. On that same day, I want you to register in your checkbook, and I want you to call it buffer. And that's going to be a payment of $20. Now please understand, this money is not going out of your account. It's not going to anyone. It's staying in your account, but we're going to show that it is gone. The reason why that we do this is now we have a $20 buffer in the account from what this number is showing. So let's say you get paid twice a month. Let's say you get paid on the 15th. You're going to do the exact same thing this time. You're going to get your paycheck. You're going to put all the stuff in there. But the very next thing that you're going to do until you get up to your buffer amount, and again, I do not suggest that it's a whole lot, but that whatever amount that you feel comfortable with in your checking account, if you do a little bit each paycheck, it'll take you some time, but you'll get that build up. Again, this money is still in the account. The only trick to this is that when you go through and you're balancing your account, you need to make sure that you add back in the buffer amount, because it will not balance with your bank. Because again, the bank is not showing this missing. You're just doing it so that you have some numbers to play with. When you take a quick look at your checkbook and you say, oh, I have $200 left, okay? And somehow or another you forgot something, and that's easy to do, especially if you have two people with the same checking account and debit cards and whatever. ATM and that kind of stuff. If you have, let's say, $100 buffer built into your account, you're not going to hit into those negative numbers. So if you build a buffer, and then if you go ahead at the beginning of the month or as soon as you get those bills and you put them in and just circle and then come back later when they actually clear, it should keep your checkbook flowing nicely. But if you go ahead and build your buffer, you go ahead and put in the things whenever they come in, even though the dates will be out of order a little bit, and that drives me crazy too, but it's something I've learned to live with so that we can keep our checkbook in order, we keep our money right, and we never have to worry about something whenever that it comes out, because we know that it's already taken care of. All right, and now for the money saving tip of the week with Heather.
Money saving tip number 2, take cash with you to the grocery store. If you make a list and you promise yourself not to use your debit card or your credit card, you have cash only to spend. You will find yourself saving money. Hope that's useful to you.
So Josh M., we thank you very much for the question. We want to encourage all of you guys to please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment and ask us a question. We'll answer it as best as we can. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.
It's hot as a firecracker in here.
Oh, now you're a
I don't see how like professionals do this, honey.
They have people that do this.